Okay, hello everyone. Today's video I will be doing an HDMI repair on a PlayStation 5. The special thing about this repair is I will be using a new tool here. That's the Hakko FR-301. That's a desoldering vacuum. So we'll be checking this on a PlayStation 5, how effective it is and how it's going to help us. So for this, let's get started. Okay, so we got the HDMI port right there. So we do have a broken trace here, which is this one there. So we're gonna have to connect it later on. So we'll have to worry about this later. For now, let's get to the good part. Actually, let me try to see if that's better. So this way you can see that whatever camera will show you a better picture. Try to get this closer. HDMI port. Okay, I think we're better off use this one for now. Okay, so that's the HDMI port right there. And we're going to use some low melt solder. Which will help lower the temperature of the melting temperature. Now let me get this camera remote. Okay. Let's see if that's better. Wow, that's not bad. So we got the first, and this is factory solder, so that's very hard solder to take off usually. And as you can see, and we will check it under the microscope in a minute as well and see how good this did. So I was just checking. Okay, we're gonna still have to add some low melt solder. This one. And I'm gonna just run it one more time. One more time, I'm gonna add some low melt solder just to make sure we get a good cleaning here. On the second one, so I leave it for a second there and then to heat up the solder pretty good to melt. There you go. A couple more on that side. And one more to go. Okay. Let's check and see under the microscope here. Oh wow. And as you could see, that was a pretty pretty good clean. I'm sure there is some stubborn. No, actually, as you can see, this is moving. Okay, this is not moving all the way. So we got one moving, another partially moving. Then we still got some. The back two are still not moving properly, so I'm gonna be using it one more time on the back pins. So on the rear pins here, this is on. Let's give it a second to reheat. Okay, so this should be good. Let's add some more solder here, both sides. And we could get some help of the hot air. Okay, let's check them again with the microscope. Okay, so it seems that already the. Okay, so this is already gone. This is already coming off. And as you can see here, the back is already. There's no solder pin on the back here. Okay, so as you can see here, the port is already loose. And it's coming out. Here you go. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to clean this mess. Run a cable to this point and install the new one. So we're gonna start by cleaning. Add some flux. Okay, let's add some low melt solder. And back it up. Alright, so that's good enough. Let's clean this area. So as you can see, that did a pretty good job, even though I had to use that hot air station just for a bit, but as you can see, the holes are pretty clean and I'm really happy with it. So for now, let's get that. Let's scrape that a little bit here. So as you can see, this connection goes straight to back here. And there we go. Yeah, as soon as you can see, like, should be good enough. You get a pretty good connection there. Let's clean it again. And all right. I'm gonna use the 40 wire. Yeah, we don't want it to be too thick on this area. So first we're gonna add some solder with the flux. This pin here. Oh, come on, what am I showing here? Okay, there it is. Okay, this should be good. Let's get that wire going. Right over there. Now we can use this. Okay, I'm gonna reload it good here so we could add some solder mask. After we clean it up good. Okay. Doesn't want to stay in one place, so let's make sure we get it straight here. Oh, come on. Yeah, sorry, it's just my microscope is, you can see a wider picture than the camera, so that's the only problem here. I'll make sure I'll keep watching the TV here so get a good idea of what's going on. Okay. So let's add some UV mask. Is this even open? Okay. Okay, and then we could cover this up. Okay. Let's get it nice and clean here. This cotton. Just like doing a surgery. So for now, I'm gonna be using the UV lights. Let this dry a bit. Along with some hot air, so that will expedite it. The heating process. Okay, not too much heat. And that's it. Now we could go over and thin those pads. Okay, so we still need to thin the wire. Alright, that's looking good. Now let's get the replacement port. Do a final cleaning here. That should be good. Right. Okay, straighten this up one more time. Now we can get the new HDMI port. Right over here. And I'm just gonna do a couple pins just to make sure it doesn't move anymore. Okay. And from here, we're gonna add some more flux. Make sure we get some nice connection. And we're gonna go over all of them. Okay. Some more cleaning. Now we're gonna check make sure all the pins are soldered good. I could see 1, 2 loose pins so far. So yeah, we got 2 of them that need to be redone. The one right next to this, and the third one. So that is one, and that is the other one. Now let's check and make sure this is getting a good connection. And yes, it is. As you can see, it is connected, and I'm testing it right over here. So it is getting a good connection all the way to the encoder IC right here. Okay, and we do go one more time with the pins. Okay, and the two we went over are still loose, so they do need some more solder. I'm also gonna add some flux. This one here, and this one here. Let's go over them one more time. This one and this one. One last cleaning, hopefully. It's gonna be the last one. At least from this side, because we still gotta connect the 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, it's pretty good solid connection. We'll flip the board around, and we're gonna go over all these 4. Make sure we get a good connection on them as well. All right. So let's start with these 2 here. Okay, 1, 2. Give it a second to heat up the pads. And let's do this other side as well. The best friend of the solder is the flux. So make sure to add some flux always to get a good connection. And I usually use a different tip, but well, this should still do the job. It does the job, so alright. This should be an all done job, so ready for testing. I'll put it back and I'll be right back. Alright, back to the PlayStation video here. HDMI port repair. Cables plugged in. We turn it on. And let's check on output. As you can see, PlayStation logo, and the PlayStation is booting up. So that's another done repair. Thank you for watching. You don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next.